What's up guys, NepentheZ here, and Windows 7 was my idea. Today we are doing a Ruin Randomer. I haven't really done many Ruin Randomers recently, and that's alliteration, but it's odd because they're one of my favorite games to play. Don't go up to 4.5 star. No, well done. Right, so what I've got here, guys, is a silver team. The reason why I've got a gold/1 bronze bench is because this team that I use here, that's on the bench, is the team that I use in the series versus Calfreezy. So I need to give them rest, and they've all got low fitness, as you can see, and some injuries and stuff. And basically, I got the bronze dude on there to keep it a 4-star team because I do have an all-silver team. I don't really fancy coming up against some crazy gold teams. We're going to go into, excuse me, we're going to go into a match, just a regular online match. I haven't done one of these for ages, and as I've got a skill team, this should be quite fun. So at striker, we've got Enino, who is amazing for a silver striker. Left wing, we got Wellington Silva, and at right wing, Danilino. Centre midfield, we've got Maicon Liete, Carlos Alberto, and Lincoln. And in defence, we've got Marcio Azevedo, Manuel, Tiago Heleno, Cicinho, and in goal, Diego Cavalieri. Somebody told me that if I put Danilino here, it would be better for me because he has a higher work rate, but unfortunately he only gets 5 chemistry when he's there, whereas Maicon Liete gets 7 because he's in the right, like he gets a orange boot for the position. Yesterday I said to you guys, and on Twitter the day before, if I start hitting, oh please play me, if I start hitting 1,000 likes on an early video, I'll upload a second video, and if I upload a second video and it also hits 1,000 likes, then the next day I will endeavour to upload 2 videos as well, again under the premise that the first video gets 1,000 likes. What I expected was for the videos to like scrape to 1,000 likes by around 4 or 5 o'clock or so, because not so many people can actually watch my video during the day, because you know you guys are all at school or work or college, university, whatever's going on in your life. But the first video uploaded today is already over 2,000 likes. Do you know how much that means to me, guys? You have no idea. It's absolutely awesome. Let me just shut my bedroom door 1 second. Just realised my brother's actually asleep in the room next door, and I'm talking pretty loud. So yeah, you guys just have no idea what getting 2,000 likes on the first video means, and then getting last time I looked, there's like 1,300 likes on the second video, and guys, that is just immense. And if we could hit those same sort of numbers today, that would be amazing. Just remember though, I will upload 2 a day so long as they get 1,000 likes each. For those of you that think I'm begging for likes and stuff, I'm not really. You know, I don't have to upload 2 a day. I need some incentive to actually upload the 2 a day, and that definitely gives me the incentive. So yeah, that being said, no, that was a pretty nice goal. I've got a feeling this guy's going to rage quit. One thing I wanted to talk about today, which I was asked to talk about on Twitter, is Football Manager. Now, I love Football Manager. I've been a fan of Football Manager series since Championship Manager 03. Like, you know, obviously I'm a lot older than most YouTubers, and I've been gaming a lot longer than most people. You know, I've been gaming hard since like the Sega Master System, which is way before any of you guys would ever be able to remember, or like at least probably most of you guys. So I've been gaming on the Sega Master System, and Football Manager was a game that myself and Hamio, the guy that I played Shooting for Silverware with, we used to spend countless hours on Football Manager together. Literally, he stayed at my my pub that I had that my dad had when I was about 15 or 16. He stayed with me for the whole 6-week holiday, and we ended up playing Football Manager until like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, every single morning. And I even remember one day we didn't go to bed at all. It was also a main event for wrestling, so we watched the main event and you know, played Championship Manager as it was known as back then, and just loved it. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing much better than playing Football Manager. My favourite Football Manager, a lot of people ask me, one of the best ones is CM9899. There was a few bugs in that allowed you to that allowed you to what? That allowed you to basically sign a player for free. Like there was a bug in that one where if you offered for a player, when you got to the contract screen, if you just hit back and then went to the offer, and you could change the offer in the news section on the screen, and you could just change it back to 0, go back to the player, offer the contract, and if he accepted the contract, you get the player for free. Like it was a silly bug, but hey, you know, it's just one of those things. But other than that bug, the game was like absolutely solid. It was the first time ever in that game mode that I got past more than 1 season on Football Manager. I took Barcelona through 6 seasons and won the Champions League, or as it was called back then, I think it was the Champions Cup. I can't remember what it was called. And yeah, I got through 6 seasons. And the awesome thing about it is that I got this right back that was also like a right wing back, a right midfielder, a right forward, a right winger, and a striker. And he was English, and being in the Spanish leagues, that was obviously amazing. But what Football Manager used to do back then, I'm not sure how much it still does it now, is that a certain percentage of the youth players that come through the youth club, oh wow, were actually accustomed to the manager's nationality. So in a real life way, where, you know, if you get an English manager in like a Spanish league, that they know a lot about English football, so they're naturally going to be breeding a lot of English youngsters. So that was a pretty cool feature. But after that after that Championship Manager, Football Manager 2006 and Football Manager 2008 were 2 of the greatest games I've played, period. Not just on Football Manager levels, they were just amazing. They both captivated me, and I spent many seasons on both of them. On FM06, I managed to get through about 30 seasons with Arsenal, and I even had players like Wayne Rooney and Cristiano Ronaldo in my team. And my team was just epic. Like it was back in the time where quite a lot of the greats were still great, and, you know, Ronaldo was still in the game, and I mean like the real Ronaldo, not Cristiano Ronaldo. And oh, that's a foul, ref. And I went through like 30 seasons. I had this striker called Gareth Black, and he scored like 1,000 goals for me in somewhere around 800 games or 900 games. And I'm not the sort of dude to cheat at Football Manager. I never have been. I don't even like download badges or skins or anything. I pretty much just keep the same stuff the whole time. Yeah, I end up scoring. Look at that for a finish. Oh my god, that is amazing. Yeah, I ended up playing like so much. I got so engrossed in my FM06 game that when FM07 came out, I played it for like the first 2 or 3 weeks. Got thoroughly bored that I couldn't get into a game again like as amazing as the one that I previously had on FM06, and just carried on playing FM06. When FM08 came out again, I gave it a shot for like a couple of weeks, and this time the game captured me so much so that I just had to keep playing it. There's on the Football Manager forums, there's a user called Gundo, and he created this thing called Gundo's Challenge, where basically the aim of the challenge is to take a team previously unplayable in the game from a lowly nation and turn them into Champions League winners. So what this entailed, guys, is you had to pick a league. Like there was a list of a lot of the poor leagues, and I chose Northern Ireland. And you have to take a team that's previously unplayable in the game. So you have to like holiday for a whole season. And once you've holidayed for the whole season, as I score a pretty epic skill roll there, once you holiday for the whole season, 2 teams get promoted into the Northern Irish Second Division was the lowest one available to me. So 2 teams got promoted into the Northern Irish Second Division, and so long as they'd never previously been in the game, you could use them. So a team called Knockbrader were promoted into the Second Division, and I took them on. And the challenge, like I say, is basically to get into European football and win Champions League and just do great things with a team that you shouldn't be able to do great things with. And it was literally one of the funnest saves I've ever had, and I'm going to leave a link in the description, God forbid if I ever remember, of the challenge, because what we did on Gundo's Challenge is we actually documented every single season. And obviously I documented that pretty much, I think, about 55 seasons of it, and you guys can go ahead and read all the stuff that I did. And in short, like this was the greatest game arguably of any Football Manager career. You can tell there's no cheating. Like I provide screenshots all the way through the series, like, and not just any screenshots, like very, very detailed screenshots of players and player growth and whatnot. And basically, I managed to win the Champions League 3 times with Knockbrader, which was very, very difficult for reasons that you will find out if you read the thread. If you don't read the thread, you know that's more than okay. That's going to be a cheap goal. Never mind. Yeah, if you don't read the thread, that's absolutely fine. Football Manager's not for everyone, but I basically took this team. I won the domestic title like 50 years in a row. I had this player called Andrew Smiley. Some of you that have been following me for a long, long time will know about him. And he scored like 3,100 and some odd goals. I think like 39 goals for me. For one player in his career, scored over 3,100 goals. He also managed to pick up like around 60 for Northern Ireland. I wasn't the manager of Northern Ireland. I never got offered the opportunity. But he was like one of the best players I've ever played or ever had in any Football Manager game. However, he was one of 3 people that I got to score more than 1,000 goals. And I even had one guy on over 2,000 goals when I stopped the save. There's actually a link to a save file from about 5 years before I finished the game that you can actually download the game and play from where I played from. But remember, it is on FM08, so there's like no 3D engine, none of that sort of stuff. It was very just much the text stuff, and it was just an awesome career. The problem was after that, like I played that throughout FM09, FM10 and FM11 because I just didn't get hold of them. I just didn't get into them really. Although FM11, I didn't really play Football Manager at all the last sort of kind of about 20 months, sort of like the time that I've been doing YouTube. My Football Manager careers have really gone down the pan, which is okay. You know, I don't have the time to invest into 2 games at that sort of level. You know, and the intensity behind Football Manager games now is just incredible. Like it's literally like a full-time job. It's so in depth, like way more than I think a game should be. I understand it's a management simulation game, but I just think it's far too in depth. You know, they give you way too many options, too many clicks. It's just not fun, in my opinion, anymore. Simply because there's just too much going on. Like you know, don't get me wrong, I get why. I just don't think it's the best way to brand a business. That you're trying to make fun and entertaining for a following rather than to try and make very interesting for a cult following. So I won't be playing Football Manager this year, Football Manager 12. I've actually got it, my girlfriend bought it for my birthday last year, and it's still in the cellophane wrapping. So I might actually do a giveaway and give that one away to a subscriber. I'm not really big on giveaways, but you know, once in a blue moon doesn't really matter. And I'm sure we can pick something up. But yeah, so I had that, like, you know, I had an awesome career. I've got a lot of threads on the Football Manager forums. If you guys want to read them, just let me know and I'll give you links to all the best threads that I've been like involved in terms of like just goals and games and records and stats and stuff. And I hold a few all-time Football Manager records as well. You can go to one section in Football Manager forums and it's called record. It's got like records and stuff. And I think the most goals in a game, which obviously you have to prove that the game is legit and not like tampered in any way, because anyone can take control of 2 teams and you know, just put every player outfield and your team will score like 100 goals and one player will score even more, and you know, it's, well, not obviously even more, but you know, one player will score loads of goals. And it's just what I have is one player that scored, Andrew Smiley for me, scored 15 goals in one game, which is insane. It really is a crazy good amount of goals. Let me give this to the goalkeeper. Oh wow, I don't know why he passed that, but we'll take it. Yeah, and I broke so many records, like most assists in a season. I had this one dude that got like 90 assists in one season, and it just generally dominated the game. But I'll put links to threads and stuff in there that you guys can read. Like obviously, the way I do my videos in the mornings, I put the video up at around the video will go up at around 10, and the links will go on around, that was a great tackle, the links will go on around 11:30 when I get to work, 11:30 or so. So just be patient for the links, and if you miss the links, be sure to check back. And don't forget guys, if you still want 2 videos, make sure we get 1,000 likes. and I'll upload a second video tomorrow, well today as you're listening to this, and that will be my Cal vs Nep series. I don't want to ruin anything for you, but I've got some crazy good stuff going on in that series. So definitely check that shite out. Not that it's shite by any means, but yeah, and if you haven't seen the series at all anyway, I'll leave a playlist link in the description as well. Go check out the playlist. We've got some great stuff between me and Cal, and you know, his channel is definitely worth a check out as well if you've never checked his channel out. Although I find it hard to believe because we've both got a very similar amount of subs. He's got like closing on 36k now. I'm almost up at 35k, which is probably actually by the time this video is released, I'll be over 35k, which is amazing, guys. Like, how quick my channel is growing is just beyond me. It's so amazing, and I can't thank you all guys enough for that. Other than that, guys, if you want to follow me on Twitter, I speak on Twitter a considerable amount of times. Oh, I tried to do a chest roll. I don't even know what player this is. I've actually only just realised that the player names aren't in the bottom there. And that's Cicinho. That's why it's not a chest roll. He's only got 4-star skills. But yeah, so if you want to follow me on Twitter, you go ahead, guys. I talk on Twitter a lot. I reply to a lot of messages on Twitter. I tend not to reply to private messages on YouTube, guys, because I get so many of them. You know, well, not even so many. I mean, I get like 50 or 60 a day, which is a lot, I guess. I mean, it's not a lot compared to a lot of people, but I just don't have the time to like read through them all and stuff. It's too much for me. Oh, what a tackle. Oh, I tried the fancy shot. Oh, there, kick it. No, you dick. Yeah, so if you enjoyed this video anyway, guys, make sure to leave the like and leave a favourite too if you can. My PVR is just cutting out here, so I'm not going to talk about the game too much anymore because it's going to be out of sync. And yeah, just thanks for being awesome. Hopefully I can finish this game with a nice skill goal or a nice big volley or something. Oh, go on, Danilino. Oh wow, that is not the ball that I thought he was going to play. And there I was, like, saying I'm not going to talk about the game, and all I've done since then is talk about the game. Also, guys, just to remind you again, I know I say it all the time, but this is, you know, this is going to be a pretty big deal. We got VSG this Sunday. I'm actually about to play my game in a couple of minutes against Air Japes. I got Japes in the first round, and he's oh, penalty ref. Oh, come on. He's playing with his friend FaZe Zero, as far as I understand. Which is a pretty good FIFA player, FaZe. I've played with him a few times on clubs and stuff, and I've got El De Niro on my team, so looking forward to playing against Japes, but not at the same time. He's easily one of the better FIFA players I've ever come up against, or ever played with, I guess. I've never actually come up against him. I've never played against him before, but he's definitely one of the better FIFA players I've ever played with. So I wouldn't be surprised if I took a loss. I mean, I'm confident in my own ability. And you never know what happens in FIFA, especially in 2v2s. It can be a crazy game sometimes. But yeah, Japes' defending is just, you know, outrageously good. And I can't see... I don't know. I don't really want to be too negative. Managed to get a nice 90th minute goal there from Enquiries. Take a bow, son. It was a nice goal. Scored some pretty sick goals in this video. 6-0 now after 90 minutes. So glad this guy didn't rage quit. Also glad he actually played me, because just made for a good video. So this is the end, guys. I don't want to drag it on at the end here. Just have a quick look at the match stats. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you hopefully later today if we get that big 1k likes. But yeah, dominated the guy. He didn't really have a chance. That could not have been fun for him, if I'm perfectly honest. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.